Alex, hey.
Huh? What do you want, Josie? I'm in the middle of work right now, alright?
Just so happens that I came home a day faster than I was expecting.
What? Well, I never heard anything about that happening.
I'm aware of that. I meant to come home earlier without really telling you anything about it.
Why would you...
Are you not sure what this might all be about right now?
Well,
Well, allow me to explain this to you then. While I was away, having my baby and letting my parents see them, I heard some reports from the neighbors here. They told me that while I've been gone, this younger girl who says that she's your little sister has been going over to your house a lot. But they didn't understand how that could be possible since you always told them that you only have brothers. At this point, you're in a position that's going to be very hard for you to get out of, Alex.
What?
Because in order to come home and see if all those things the neighbors had been saying were true, I made sure to come home a day earlier than I had told you while you were at work. And when I arrived here...
If you lay a hand on that girl, I will screw you up!
I'm not going to do anything to her. I only just walked into the house a second ago and heard her slam the door to the bathroom upstairs shut before she got into it.
You better not! All right, well, now that you've seen what's going on, you need to get out of my house!
Huh? I'm the one that has to go?
My house is now meant for my girlfriend and I to live in. And soon I'd like to start making some babies with her, which means we have to have the place all to ourselves.
Wait. I think you're a bit mistaken there, though, because this place is my house, not yours.
But while you were away with the baby staying at your parents' house, she moved in with me and has been living there now. And as the breadwinner of the house, I'm wanting for her to live together with me for good. In other words, that house has now become mine and my girlfriend's house. And you'll have to take all your things and go somewhere else.
Oh, come on. Did you not just hear me say that the house is my house?
I'm asking you to please get out of there already.
Even though I'm telling you that this place is mine?
Then let's get a divorce.
But it hasn't even been 2 months since we had our baby.
I promise to pay you both child support and a settlement over this, so please, just divorce me and go. In a few days we can talk about all of this in more depth, but for right now, could you please just leave? I'm sorry, but all you're doing now is getting in the way of my love life with my girlfriend.
I see. Sorry for being such a nuisance.
Thank you so much for listening to me and understanding that. I'll make sure that any of your things that you leave in the house will be sent to your parents' place in the next few days. From now on, I don't want you coming back out to my house anymore.
Well, it's not like your girlfriend is making any efforts to get out of the bathtub for me. So for today, I'll back down and go find somewhere else to spend the night. However, you are aware that this house is under my name, meaning that it is owned by me, right?
What?
I'll be seeing you tomorrow, Alex.
Yo, Josie, it's one thing to ask for a settlement and all that crap from me, but now you're asking me to pay child support as well? What the hell are you thinking?
Excuse me? Didn't you just say the other day that you would be willing to pay me both a settlement and child support for having that affair and letting your girlfriend move into my house?
I never said that!
Alex, I literally just scrolled up to the text you sent me saying that and can reply to it right now so that you can see it too.
Well, I didn't think I'd actually have to pay something like that, though.
The one that got me pregnant was you, Alex, and as the father, you're going to take some responsibility for their needs by paying child support.
I had only seen them a few times, though, after you gave birth to them, and that was it, because you ran off to your parents' house for a few weeks. So you're asking me to pay for that? If you're going to be taking full custody of them in the divorce, what makes you think that I want to pay for something that I'm not even going to have a say in?
Listen, Alex, the reason you're going to have to pay child support is because you won't have a say in their life, because you did something that no family would ever want, and that's having an affair.
Huh?
If the mother takes full custody of the child in the divorce, that means the father has to step in and pay child support as a means of making sure the child is still okay. That's how this system works, all right.
What?
If you're going to have such a fit over this, then you go and talk with your mother about what's happening here. Seems your father, her husband, did the exact same thing to your mother as you've done to me, and that's why your parents got a divorce and your mother had to take you. And she told me that he paid child support to her until you turned 18, just like you'll be doing for our baby.
Are you kidding me? Is that something I have to pay you 100%?
Of course.
With something like this, is it possible for me to pay with a credit card every month so that I don't have to take all the money out of my debit account? Adding in the settlement I already have to pay you, it's going to be close to $100,000 this year alone.
If you're wanting to know how to handle all of this, go and have that conversation with your mother.
What?
I was told by her that the best way to handle all of this is to have my cheating husband pay everything off in one lump payment, because if not, he might try and run away and never pay anything else to me again.
Does that mean my mom was going on about something that will most definitely put her own son into debt?
That's what she meant. When I went and spoke with your mother about how you had an affair, she was in disbelief that you turned out the same way as your good-for-nothing father, and she began to cry.
What? When did you even have a chance to talk with my mom anyway? Yo! As for all that money you were asking me for, I made sure to pay it all off in one lump payment.
Oh, great. I got a call from my lawyer about that, actually.
I'm betting you didn't think I could get all of this money to you so quickly, right?
Well, I guess I didn't. I had heard that you'd be paying for your girlfriend's settlement as well, which made me think that that would be pretty much impossible for someone like you to handle.
Well, as you can see, that wasn't that impossible for me at all. Sure, I had to get into some debt for a little bit there in order to do so, but I've figured out a way to get all that money paid off in an instant. Would you like me to tell you how I'm getting all this money?
There's no point in me really being interested in that, to be honest with you.
What the hell? You're not even a little bit interested?
That's right. Not interested at all.
What the hell, Josie? You really are the most boring woman ever, aren't you?
So sorry for being more boring than that young girl you let take my place. Now, I have a customer coming here shortly, so I have to go.
Hey, wait! Jeez, not even gonna thank me for the freaking money now? Yo, Josie! Why the hell do the both of us have to get out of this house now?
If you don't get out of there really soon here, then I'm going to have to take drastic measures with the both of you, and you're not going to like that one bit.
Listen to what I'm asking! Why the hell do we both have to leave this house? Isn't it screwed up that the breadwinner has to leave his house?
Sure it is. But like I was saying a while back, since I'm the one who owns that house and am asking two squatters to leave it, there are no legal problems with any of what I'm doing, and why those documents you've received are very much real.
Why the hell would you be the owner of this place when we're divorced now?
So you really don't have any memory of the past? The fact that you could even forget something as simple as that is what's unbelievable to me.
What the hell are you going on about?
That house is the house I received from my late grandpa when I was still single and hadn't met you yet.
What?
I told you when you moved into it with me that it was my house as well.
Huh?
Originally, the place was my dad's house, but he didn't really want it anymore after my grandpa was gone, and so before you and I tied the knot, he gave it to me as a gift. Of course, the place was old at the time, and so before we had our wedding and everything, my family made sure to have the place remodeled a bit, like the front of the house and such.
Now that you mention it, that stuff was all happening.
And that is why, since we are now divorced, you're the ones who have to leave that house.
I never thought that you would become the owner of this house, though. I was totally convinced that because I was the breadwinner, this place had become my house.
Well, if you get that I'm the owner of that house now, you get your crap together and get out of there, please.
Do we really have to leave this house no matter what?
I plan to start leasing that house out to someone soon, so you need to be out of there by the end of this month at the latest. I need to have the place cleaned by a professional crew and all, so I really do need you both out of there pronto, so hurry it up.
Are you kidding me? Josie?
What is it now, man? By the way, didn't I tell you that I don't want you talking to me anymore, but to my lawyer about all this stuff?
Give me back that money.
Huh?
Well, about that money I was talking about before that I was getting? Well, it's no longer there. Or rather, I let it get away from me. So, I was hoping that you could give all of that money I gave to you back, and then I could start to pay you monthly with it over time. You know what I'm trying to say?
Before we start talking about anything else, the money you were talking about the other day that you paid me with in one go was all borrowed money, right?
Right.
And you were going on about how you knew this was the way to get all the money back in order to pay off that borrowed money you took out, right?
Is that what I was saying?
Tell me, where exactly did you think you'd be getting any money from in order to pay off your debts?
I planned to sell the house.
The house? As in my house?
I thought that the place was mine at the time, but then you said it was under your name, so yes, your house.
Are you kidding me?
I went to a friend of mine who happens to be a realtor and asked him to take a look at the house and give me an estimate for it, and he said at the very least the place could sell for around $120,000. That's when I felt this huge burst of relief, thinking I'd have a way to pay off all the debt I'd be getting into. But in the end, I had no right to sell the house.
Are you insane, Alex?
What?
You are so stupid. That is the only word I could think of for you was that.
Yo, you shut the hell up, Josie.
Oh, and as for the settlement and the child support, you're not getting any of it back.
What?
And I never said anything about you being allowed to pay me little by little, did I?
No way, Josie! Then how the hell am I gonna be able to pay off this debt I'm in now? The man I borrowed it all from isn't the kind of person who'll sit around waiting all day for that money.
How about you stop talking to me about that, please? I had a right to getting all this money from you, and that's why I did it. As for how you got all that money and how to pay it off, that's all up to you to take care of now, right?
Please don't say things like that and help me!
And for starters, you asking me back for all the money you had to pay me for everything you've done wrong to me now goes to show that you have not reflected at all on what you've done.
Wait, what I'm saying is that if you give me that money back right now, I'll figure out a way to pay you over time.
I can't trust you anymore, and that's why you're not being given that option. And the fact that you're asking for all the money you gave me back now is only making it more and more difficult for me to trust what you're saying.
What?
Thank God I chose to get all of this money from you in that lump payment.
No way! I'm in debt $100,000 to some loan shark now!
My baby is starting to wake up and cry now, so goodbye.
What the hell is gonna happen to me after all of this? My girlfriend's gone and left me now. After she found out about how much debt I've gotten into, she went and left me. And my mom is telling me she's cutting ties now. I'm all alone now.
Jesus frickin' Christ. Why do you keep talking to me about it? Just get the hell out of my house already before I call the police on you. I told you to get out of there by the end of the month at the latest, and there are only 2 days left for you before I send them over.
Hey, Josie, how about you and I start living in this house together again?
Are you frickin' serious?
If we can do that, then I can work like I've always been and use that money to take care of you and the baby. And if you take your paid time off from your job some more, then we could use that money to help pay off my debt while you stay home and care for the little rascal. Then it would be no time before the debt is paid off and we no longer have to worry about it, right? Hey, doesn't this sound like the perfect plan for everyone involved here?
Shut the hell up already! In the past, people always talked about how even monkeys were able to reflect on the wrongs they've done and change their ways. But being asked now by someone who can't even do what monkeys can to get back together, no way, no!
No way, Josie! How could you? You and I are a couple who only had our first baby a couple of months ago, right? In other words, as long as I change a bit and do my best to take care of you both, we don't have to talk about this anymore, right? Then you won't have to make such a big deal about things like the settlement and child support, and I'll have my debt paid off. So please, Josie, will you get back together with me and then help me figure out some way to take care of this debt I'm in? Now that I think about it, where have you moved away to, Josie? I went to your parents' place the other day asking about you, and your mom told me that you'd moved away before slamming the door in my face. They left soon after that, and now the house is empty. If you tell me where you're living right now, I can be there within a day. Wait, what? None of these messages are being read anymore? Josie?
That day, I finally decided it was time to block Alex. And like my lawyer had said to me for a while, there was no reason not to since I'd already gotten everything I needed out of the guy. He was never able to find me again either after that, and so I was able to finally have some peace and quiet knowing that I could finally move on with my life. I only learned about this a bit after, but it sounds like Alex had quit his job at the company and no longer had any way of making the money that he needed for his debt. It turns out that the girl he cheated on me with was the daughter of one of the chairmen for the company. In order to avoid any more issues from someone like Alex, the company told him he'd be fired soon after the investigation into him was finished, and he quit before they could finish. It turns out that the girl was also disowned by her parents and was now out on the streets herself. She's apparently started to work at a strip club now as a hostess and will most likely stay there for the rest of her life, because she never went to college and never gained any other work experience prior to this. The last thing I heard about her was that she had only just turned 20 when she began to go out with Alex, which would mean they had a 10-year difference from one another. So it really does make sense that her father wanted Alex gone and wanted to cut ties to her as well, because that would be a very unfortunate story to have to be connected to. When it comes to the debt that Alex had gotten himself into, a group of men, all in black tracksuits, came and encircled him and took him away in their truck, and he was never heard from again. That all happened after he had not paid a single penny to the loan shark by the end of the month. And to be honest, I think he's as good as dead now. And with that, I was now officially a single mother who no longer had any man to rely on for help. But of course, that's no problem for me at all, because I luckily have both of my parents to help me out, as well as Alex's mother, who comes out from time to help with the baby. To be honest, I find this outcome a lot better than whatever could have happened had Alex stayed my husband and my baby's father. I'm really thankful for all the people who are stepping in to help me with this change in my life, and I promise them all that I'll do my best to become a great mother. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Cassidy, you're all ready to go, right?
Yes, I am, Marco. Well, I guess you could say that I'm ready, at least.
What do you mean?
Hey, are you really wanting to livestream our wedding to everyone that'll be watching online? I wonder if it's too late for you to cancel all of that now.
What? What's going on with you? We've already come this far with all the preparations, and now you're wanting to back out? I've already read through so many of the comments from everyone online saying they've been looking forward to this wedding for a long time now. We have a schedule to respect now, and that means we have to live stream this wedding to everyone. Too late to back out of that now.
Actually, when it comes to all your live streaming and such, you didn't really tell me about doing it during our wedding until after you told all of your viewers, right? Had you told me before doing that, then I would have for sure said no to it. And out of some of your viewers, Jackson will be coming and watching this wedding in person, right?
But you happen to know him better than a lot of the others, right?
But this will be the first time I have to see him.
What? Does that mean you actually haven't met with Jackson before and today will be your first time ever seeing him?
I only know about the things you've told me about him. And all of these viewers and friends of yours are all pretty much new to me because you never really even talked about your live streaming much.
Is that right? Then this will become the perfect chance for you to get to know him, all right?
Huh?
Anyhow, having to cancel the live stream and everything at a time like this is impossible for me. I've advertised all of this to all my viewers on all my social media and everything already.
You advertised all of this? Is our wedding really going to become that big of a deal to all your viewers? And you never even asked me about this before.
They're all going to be cheering and celebrating us with all their energy, so what's the problem? All right. Now that you're aware of all that, it's too late for you to complain anymore about it.
Too late for me to... Even though you were the one that put all of this together before telling me?
All right, I'll talk with you later, okay? So the vows and everything at the chapel are done with now, right?
Hey, you went and streamed everything that was happening there as well, right?
Well, of course I did.
And you're going to continue to do that for the party and everything, right?
If anything, the dance and the party and everything are the main part of this wedding.
A lot of my friends here don't actually want to be on camera or anything for your live stream, so I've told all of them to be careful and keep their face covered when you come around.
I see. So those are the types of friends you have then, huh?
I don't think it's only my friends who think that, though. I would like to talk with your friends holding the cameras and ask them to be more careful around the guests here today and to try and only focus on us so that they don't show people who don't want to be on camera.
Understood. I'll go and let Jackson know about that right now.
And to be honest, I don't really want to be on camera either.
Well, we can't do anything about that, though. Today is about you and me, and that means that you'll always be around me and have to be on camera. So stop being so selfish, please.
Huh? You're going to call what I'm asking right now selfish of me?
Hey, Jackson, right now y'all are taking a break from doing the live stream and put the camera down, right? Do you have a second to chat?
Hey, what's up, Marco? The next time we'll have the cameras rolling is when you're out partying and dancing and all that. What'd you want to talk about now?
My wife is continuing to complain about all of this.
Huh? What's she whining about this time, man?
She's told me that a lot of her guests don't really like to be on camera and all that, and that she wants us to refrain from shooting their faces.
I know the ones you're talking about. I already was trying to get them to come on camera, but they all started to put their masks on and walked away. It's not like they look good or anything, so they need to stop acting all embarrassed like that.
Well, it's not just those friends of hers, though, but a lot of the other guests don't really want to have their faces shown either. So, could you just keep the camera on us and make sure to take shots without other guests' heads in them?
Are you kidding me? That's such a pain in the ass, though.
Well, I don't want to be divorced over anything after today, so you'd better listen to me because there's not another woman out there that would marry me.
Well, guess I'll have to then, huh? It's not like all the guests of the main part of today's live stream anyway, as we have the party next to the pool coming up really soon here, right? Marco, are you able to have a look at your phone right now?
Yeah, but I won't be able to text you for very long. What's up?
All right. Soon, here, I'm gonna make sure to follow Cassidy from pretty close behind her.
Oh, it's about that time, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it seem like I'm interviewing her and all that over by the side of the pool, so make sure you're over there for when it's time, and make sure that she doesn't notice a single thing is up when you come.
Roger that.
And that right there is what we call a perfect 10.
Absolutely right.
When I went up and kicked her in, I noticed that my other foot was caught on the bottom of her dress, but then I was able to lift that foot up in time, letting her dress slip, and she went head first into that pool, creating one of the biggest splashes I'd ever seen. And considering that's a wedding dress, I bet that made for some really good shots with her going in like that, right? Damn right. I'd say that was the best shot we've ever gotten on one of our live streams. I plan to put this live stream up onto YouTube later as a watchable video, and the title is gonna be Watch What Happens When We Push a Bride into the Pool on Her Wedding Day. I'm looking forward to watching all of that for myself when you go and upload it. Now that we got all that out of the way, where is today's bride at? After all that madness was over with, I took a look at some of the video we'd recorded and at all the comments, and when I looked back up, everyone was gone. And where'd you run off to, Marco? You're the one I wanted to show all of these shots we got to the most, man.
Right. I was told to head to the changing room with my parents. I think that's where Cassidy's run off to hide from us at, so I'll call you over once I get there. We have to get back to the party and everything after all.
By the way, Marco, doesn't it sound like some police sirens or something are starting to get closer to here?
Oh, I just had to look out the window of this place, and there's an ambulance pulling into the parking lot now. Hey, Cassidy? Are you kidding me right now, calling an ambulance to the wedding like that? Now you're just making a big deal out of nothing at all by getting those EMTs involved with our wedding today. You must be one narrow-minded woman to be getting that upset over something like getting kicked into the pool on your wedding day. Jackson told me that he got the perfect shots of you going into that pool, and he's so happy now because of it. I don't want to waste all those moments now, so hurry up and get back out here. Oh, and it looks like we're not going to be able to use the venue we had anymore. So how about you just come and meet us all back here to start? Jackson wants to give you a little interview after what all happened, and from there we can all move to another location to have the rest of the party.
I can't go back.
Huh? You can't keep on acting like a frickin' baby, all right? We have to keep this wedding going, because I have a lot of people online who are watching this stream wanting to see us have fun. That's right. Make sure you smile when you're on camera. Everyone loves to see a pretty woman smiling. Now stop being so selfish, saying that you're not going to come back to our wedding.
I never said that I'm not going to go back there. I said that I can't go back there.
Huh?
I hit my head really hard on the bottom of that pool, and now I'm suffering from a really bad concussion and a huge laceration to my head. And I was kicked so hard in the side of the knee that I can't stand on it anymore. The EMT told me that I most likely tore something in my knee and that my tibia is broken as well. I'll most likely need surgery for all those things, and recovery can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months. You and I are getting divorced.
What? Wait. Why are you even able to text me right now, then?
Because my mom, standing right next to me in the ambulance, is the one typing everything that's being sent to you. Currently, I'm in too much pain to be able to think straight, and with my concussion, there's no way I can look at my phone.
Wait, then that would be... So you're Cassidy's mother, and she's in a really bad state right now? Oh, God! Cassidy, please, hey, please just stop thinking about getting this divorce, all right? And I'll apologize to you for everything Jackson did that day when he got too carried away with that live stream.
I already handed in the divorce papers to the courthouse.
What?
And you're not apologizing for anything he did because you also have yourself to blame for that.
Ah! Why do you think I'm to blame for all of that?
Because there was someone watching that live stream you had put on that day, and they happened to be my friend. And what she told me is all she could see from what you guys were streaming is you and your buddy Jackson there working together to send me into that pool. Jackson also went and showed the viewers all of the comments you and him were making back and forth about doing that to me over text, so there's no way you're going to run away from that. I'm going to tell the police about this as well, claiming you both assaulted me. And that means you both will be paying me a settlement to cover all these medical costs and more.
Hold on a second, please. I never meant for any of that to happen to you.
I don't give a damn if you meant for any of that to happen to me or not. The fact that you even had the nerve to do something like that to your wife on your wedding day in a pool that was only a foot deep is why I'm done with your ass.
No way, Cassidy.
This is all common sense as well, but you're going to be paying for the whole entire wedding, too.
What? Does that mean... How much does that mean I'll be paying in total?
All of those prices will be coming to you in the mail tomorrow, so you can have a look with your own eyes at the cost of pushing your own wife into a shallow pool on her wedding day and learn the cost of being a complete and utter dickhead. Well, if I had to say how much I think you'll be paying, look forward to around $300,000.
Are you kidding me? No freaking way! Jackson, all because of you, I'm gonna be getting divorced from Cassidy now. And what makes matters worse is that she's asking for an extremely high amount of money from me in a settlement. Both of my parents told me that once all of this has been taken care of, they are both gonna be disowning me from their family. Why the hell did you do this to me?
Shut the hell up, you bitch! Right now is not the time for you to be whining about all of that petty crap!
Huh? Listen, you asshole, you just went and put my life into ruins and you're just gonna tell me to shut up? What the actual hell is wrong with you?
That live stream we did has become a very major problem for us.
What?
I knew something like that wouldn't be good to keep online, and so I deleted the YouTube video and the stream. But it seems like one of the viewers ended up screen recording the whole live stream and uploaded it on their account. I knew that it would be going all over social media, and in order to try and stop that, I went way too far with some things. And now things have only become worse for us.
Huh?
I know that a lot of people online know about where you live and where you work, yet nothing bad has happened to you yet?
Actually, I've been getting a lot of phone calls at the house with no caller IDs, as well as calls that leave very upset voicemails for me. And in my mailbox, I've received all kinds of strange mail and death threats. I was also told by my office that I'm no longer allowed to come in for the foreseeable future as they figure out what to do with me. I think they're gonna fire me soon.
So, you have known about all that's happened this past week or so. Well, I'm in the same boat as you, getting calls from strangers and mail telling me to off myself. I've also been contacted by Cassidy's lawyer, telling me I'll be taken to court soon as well, and that a settlement would be asked for from me there. This amazing life of being a live streamer with you!
Why are you acting like you're a victim in all of this? You're the one who had the stupid-ass idea of doing what you did to my wife, and that's why we're both royally screwed now. And now we're both going to be tried as criminals soon, too.
God damn it, wasn't it you that agreed with the plan, though? So stop trying to act like this is all my fault and that you just got screwed by my actions alone.
Shut the hell up already, damn it! It's because of you that I'm being freaking divorced now! You take responsibility for that, you jackass!
Screw off! I'm not worried about your freaking marriage! I'm worried about what everyone online is going to think about us now after what happened to us. I don't give a crap about what happens between you and her now.
Excuse me? What the hell did you just say to me? You get over to my damn house right now and beg for me not to mess you up, or else I'll be over at your place tonight to make an example out of you.
After that back and forth between both Marco and Jackson, Jackson started another live stream and began to talk. I think he figured he could talk his way out of what all had happened in the last stream they'd done by pinning all of the blame on Marco and not anyone else. And, well, all he really did was make himself look like the dumbass of all dumbasses. Soon Marco broke into his place through the window and they both began to get into a scuffle on the floor of his living room, only to stop punching one another when they heard police sirens approaching. But before either one of them could run, the back door could be heard opening up, and 3 officers came into the room and told them to lay on the ground. Marco did just that, but Jackson made a break for it out the broken window, but before he could, he got tasered. And so did Marco, causing them both to freak out and one of them to topple over the camera. The camera then broke, and that was the end of their final live stream. They both would be taken to court where they would be charged with assault. Marco would be charged with breaking and entering, and Jackson would be charged with attempting to run from the police. As they went through their trials, their parents went ahead and paid all their settlements to me, and I could finally forget about them entirely. I'm so happy that I was able to end things with Marco when I could, and now I can just focus on my long recovery, and then use whatever money remains from the settlements to take some time to relax. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.